Hey, man, today I'll be reacting to another How It Feels to Play, except this one is called Extras from How It Feels to Play Sniper in TF2 Behind the Scenes. So yeah, I saw it coming, and then it said that I really shouldn't skip the extras. So yeah, I'm gonna watch this, and then in the next one, I'll react to the SFM one, because I really thought it was just gonna be just bloopers and stuff like that, but apparently it's going to address some of the stuff that I mentioned in the main videos. So yeah, let's just see what the extras are. So.
Hey everyone, Lazy here, and this is going to be a more casual video. I had to play a lot of Sniper to get everything I needed for my last video, so I'm kind of overflowing with good clips here. I thought it would be fun to stuff all of them into one big video and do some kind of director's commentary. Oh, and real quick, I'm shooting for 1 million subscribers by September 2020, so if you've been holding off on subscribing, I'd really appreciate that you did. Now, this clip actually almost made it into How It Feels to Play Sniper. In fact, here's the rough cut that I had. When you're hitting all your shots as Sniper, it's like you can't die. It would take like 2 pyros coming right at me. I deserve this, honestly. And if we rewind even further, the transition into that clip was actually a very silly Vsauce reference. If you play Sniper, you will die. But what if you didn't? Every now and then. But what really makes...
Does he still do... Does Vsauce still make videos? I haven't seen... I mean, I haven't really paid attention, but... the last ones I've seen were a while ago, so I know he still does that mystery box subscription thing, but I don't know about videos.
But what if you didn't? Every now and then. But what really makes this clip golden is that as they chase me, I decide that I'm gonna go out with a bang.
Oh, jeez.
I'm dead, dude. I'm fucking dead. Out the window!
Oh. Yes! At least you got someone.
Oh my god! But the clip was just too long, and also at this point I realized that the script was just too high energy, you know? Like it was gonna go from this punchline almost immediately into the Megalovania bit, and then right before this was actually the 3 kills upward montage, and it was just too much at once. Once I came to this realization, I had to make the tough call to cut out this bit, replace it with the bit about easy Sniper games, and then I had to flip around the order of these so that Megalovania happens way before this montage. And it just needed to be done for the tempo of the video, but it was, it took me a while to figure it out and wasted.
I mean, it does seem like a lot of thought and effort gets put into each video, which I appreciate. It's well made. It's very well made.
Time, you know, it happens. Oh, and just to be clear, I spent at least 4 hours just debating whether or not to put this part in the video. Like, I was asking people left, right, center, and I even made a Twitter poll for it. Whew, am I glad you guys didn't tear me apart for this one. Anyway, my last behind-the-scenes video was all about how wrangling Source Filmmaker was the biggest challenge in making the Engineer video. Some of you have asked for a sequel to this, but despite the occasional SFM glitch, epilepsy warning, you good? Okay, 3, 2, 1.
The year is 20XX. The sun is a strobe light. Life is now a never-ending rave. This is the canonical explanation for where all the rave lights are coming from in this scene. But you are...
don't you just hate it when the sun becomes a strobe light? So yeah, like I said earlier, I will check out the SFM video. So yeah, because like I said, I didn't know. So I just thought it was just bloopers.
Already knew that, right?
Despite the occasional glitch, SFM actually behaved more often this time. The biggest challenge with the Sniper video was actually the script. In fact, this video went through 6 script rewrites. I kept struggling to communicate this concept that Sniper's interaction with other players boils down to shooting them before they even see you, or dying to people because you didn't see them. I was originally gonna get all ironically
Isn't it like the majority of the game though? Like, if you don't see them and you shoot them, then they'll probably die before they see you, right? I mean, obviously that's like more... That's the case with some characters more so than others. Like, I would say... the Sniper, obviously, and then the Spy. You don't want them to see you. Or if they do see you, you want them to see you as one of their teammates, so...
philosophical about it, like... what does it really mean to play Sniper? But I eventually threw that idea out. Here's my first note of the concept from a document dating November 21st, 4 months before the video released.
Jeez.
What looks monotonous on the outside, every sniper just shooting sniper rifles, is actually betraying the complexity of the crazy internal story of playing sniper.
I think that's what I said last time too, right? That it, on the outside, seeing the sniper just stand there and just shoot, it doesn't seem fun. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like, just standing there and then potentially dying to spies, to like incidental rocket jump and then rocket shot to the face. It just doesn't seem fun on the other. But I mean, like, personally, just playing it is a lot of fun.
Maybe show a funny inside the mind. Show nightmares of not being able to hit a dancing medic laughing at me. It would take months of refining the script before I arrived on this combination of SFM scenes about overcoming bad habits and how isolated Sniper can feel. This upward animation actually originally occurred on Badlands because I was going to turn the camera around and show that while every other class is having some kind of one-on-one interaction, Sniper is just all alone trying his best.
Yeah, because like, even in this one scene, you can see like even the heavies like all interacting on the point, attacking the opposite team, even like the soldiers attacking, getting into the action. Everyone's in the action except for the sniper, and it's just like on the outside it just doesn't look appealing. But I don't know, like something about it. I don't honestly know like what allured me into this class back in TFC, right? So, or even like in games in general, like I don't even remember when I started playing like using like the sniper weapons in video games. So yeah, it's just like it's just like how when I play, I guess, action RPG-ish or like stuff like Avowed, I would just pick the Ranger class first for whatever reason. Same with MMOs. I don't know. I know.
Class is having some kind of one-on-one interaction. Sniper is just all alone trying his best to hit his shots. Yeah. Eventually, it would zoom out to emphasize how irrelevant he was, and then, well...
Ooh.
We have lost the control point.
This took a couple days to make, but ended up getting completely cut because it's just too confusing. Like, what are your eyes supposed to follow here? Heavy gets trick stabbed, then Pyro reflects a rocket, then Medic chases the spy, then Engie puts down a mini sentry, which a Demo Man destroys, etc. It's just too much.
That's true.
Anyway, Sniper may be defined by his lack of interaction, but there are a select few ways that Sniper actually interacts with the other classes, and one of them is when the enemy knows you're shooting at them. This Heavy gets stuffed and proceeds to press every key on his keyboard at once.
Who does that?
And what do you know?
And this is he only plays in competitive lobbies too, right?
Works out for him. Here's an example of me trying to interact with the players on my team. I see this demo sticky trap and decide to use myself as bait for it. I was gonna do this SFM bit where I gave my demo the thumbs up and everything. Hey! Anyway, I successfully bait the scout, but then end up taking care of him myself. The bit was gonna end with us seeing the scout fly forward, there'd be a second of silence, and then boom! The trap goes off way too late. And the last notable way that you can interact with enemies is by surfing their explosives, although this is more of a medic thing than a sniper thing, so that's probably where I'll really talk about it. This soldier really did not enjoy this interaction.
Wow. I might have to mute that because it's yellow card, right?
Some people ask if I write first or collect gameplay first, and the answer is always gameplay first. I collect a ton of footage and then keep asking myself, what does this clip demonstrate?
I mean, I like, granted, I don't make these types of videos. I just do like normal Let's Plays and then on my gaming channel and then reactions on this channel. So, but I would assume that it would be that would be the smarter way to do it, because if you have a script and you're trying to plan it out on a public lobby, mind you, that is much harder to control, and you don't know what the outcomes are going to be in public lobbies. So that's why you just let it play out, and then write a script based off that. Like that just seems the smart way to do it. So
This clip demonstrates that if I have the choice between shooting an AFK hatless pyro or a hatted pyro who seems to have a functioning keyboard, I'm probably gonna prioritize the hatted pyro. Prioritizing targets is a real thing for Sniper. Like, of course I'm gonna shoot the medic before the heavy here, but it just didn't seem that important to talk about. You know what, in the interest of me not having to pretend that the ordering of clips in this video makes any sense, here's a list of stuff that didn't make it into the final production. Tunnel vision, every SFM joke I didn't have time for, a hackization montage, stomping casual games, forcing headshots, punishing disrespect, accidental kills, lag, the huntsman, and
oh yeah. I was gonna say like the hackization montage, yeah, that happens. Especially if you're really good. Like it's not even like just within TF2, it's just any game. If you're too good, there's gonna be some people that's gonna accuse. So I think it happened to me a few times in Splitgate, but yeah, I mean I just in Splitgate some of the weapons they don't have a spray. They just shoot where the crosshair is. So it is what it is. So you'll do the huntsman, the 180 headshot. Okay, that's cool. I do hope if he's gonna get into the city sleeper, but I don't know. We'll see.
180 headshots. Woo! Let's attack these one at a time. I think I might have some of the worst tunnel vision ever. See the scout?
Sucks.
Of course you do. He's right there. But in the moment, I did not see this guy at all. Even here, I did not notice him. And I know it seems like I'm completely BSing you all. Like trust me, I didn't see him. In this clip, I knew my team was being pushed back, so I went to this cheeky position thinking I'd be safe. I unscope, and you can already see I'm in trouble, but I did not notice. This time, however, I did notice.
Oh, jeez.
This spot actually goes right into the SFM bits. I wanted to make fun of how ridiculous it is that you can even be here. I was gonna suggest a secondary item for a Sniper, like the gunboats, that would just let him float wherever he wants. And honestly, just talking about it, I regret not doing this bit. Here, I was doing really well flanking a Sniper when this soldier boy, a rocket, jumps up and scares the hell out of me. So I try to retreat, but this door only opens from the other side. So I was screaming, help, Engie, door's stuck!
Some doors are like that.
Let me in.
But that Engie just leaves me, and I realize I'm on my own and as good as dead. Oh, that wasn't so hard, was it?
right when the soldier appears, the door opens too. Like, you can't time that.
On my own and as good as dead. Oh.
So that now it opens.
That wasn't so hard, was it?
I mean, you can't time it, but
this soldier
still.
also did not enjoy that interaction. Another one was going to be me explaining how Spy's head hitbox doesn't match his disguises. I was going to be like, don't worry, I see what's really going on here.
That's
and then it would
interesting.
show Spy playing RuneScape on his phone or something.
I don't think I ever noticed that when I was shooting like disguised spies. I never noticed that they had different their disguises aren't like their hitbox, more or less.
This next one though. This scout forced me to charge up my shot right on his butt. He forced me, okay? There was gonna be a soldier like, Sniper, you've been fully charged for 15 seconds. And Sniper was gonna be like, oh yeah, mate, that's good. Let's move on. I have the easiest shot in the world on this fast-paced heavy, but he makes the 500 IQ play and aims upwards, which puts his hand in front of his face. It was gonna zoom in and he would be like, oh, I outsmart the bullet. This next fast-paced heavy will do us the favor of transitioning into all the unused accusations. He's out in the open, I kill him, seems pretty normal to me, but he disagrees.
How? 3 headshots in.
Like some of those accusations are just like whatever. Some of them seem more warranted than others, I have to admit. Like if they just pop out of nowhere and you just get that headshot, especially if they're moving super fast, then I could see them accusing. But yeah, if you're just standing still out in the open, yeah, that's something.
In a row.
When you try your best, but you don't succeed.
How?
It's like, come on.
Now, people, it's good to be suspicious sometimes and call out hackers, but man, some of you call hacks way too soon. There was this one guy that got super upset because I was out sniping him even though he was trying to second scope me. It's way too long of a clip though, so I'll probably upload it to my secondary channel soon. Link in the description, Lazy or Purple. I am proud to admit though that I was kicked from a server one time for cheating. It was actually the first time I used the Bizarre Bargain. I was just destroying their heavies, which brings us into stomping casual players. I get this demo, accidentally headshot this spy, and then after getting one shot on this heavy, he just gives up.
I just stood there. Boom.
Rough about Sniper is that there's really no way to go easy on people. Like with Soldier, you can just switch to market gardening if the teams are really...
I mean, that's not really true though. Yeah, you can toy with them, and that can be seen as going easy. Cause like I remember when I was playing back in the day, like I used to have like every so often these good sniper duels, right? And then like every so often we would try and bait each other out by using the red dot. It would just point it out at the wall in front of them. But then like sometimes if they would do it to me, I would just like use my own dot and then just put my dot over their dot and just stuff like that. It's just it's all in good fun.
To go easy on people. Like with Soldier, you can just switch to market gardening if the teams are really unbalanced, but what am I gonna do with Sniper? Intentionally go for body shots? Oh, I'm sure people would love that. I just feel
Hey. Hey. I go for body shots all the time because I use a Sydney Sleeper. There's nothing wrong with body shots. Nothing wrong at all.
Disgusting when I stomp a casual game like this, but I don't know what else to do. If, God forbid, you want to terrorize casual players as well, of course you need the basics of lowering your sensitivity, getting a bigger mouse pad, and disabling mouse acceleration. But just as important is that you have to push yourself to improve. What I mean by that is forcing yourself to go for headshots.
I mean about that. Like, if you can see my mouse space, you'd be amazed. How, or I'm not amazed, but I guess surprised at how well I play. Like, I mean, obviously the bigger mouse area is better, but honestly, I mean, looking at it now, my free mouse space going like left to right, like left to right on the mouse pad, it's about the size of, let's see, 2.5 to 3 times the size of my mouse. So you get like left to right is just like the size of 3 mices. So yeah, I don't have a lot of space on my desk, so I make do, I adapt. But yeah, it is what it is.
All the time, like even if they're gonna die to fall damage or something, just go for it. At one point I thought to myself, why melee people when I can just headshot them? And I was gonna do a bit making fun of this sniper that goes for his melee weapon in our 1v1. Like he was gonna try and get at me, but my barrel would just be in the way. And lastly, I was considering a bit where I would joke that this headshot here was just a complicated backstab. Like who needs to play spy when you can just hit point blank headshots right behind people? It's practically the same thing. Just
like to be fair, like even though I do have the Sydney Sleeper on in TF2 and go for the body shots, I do try to go for headshots in other games like Counter-Strike and Valorant. So I get the mentality of going for the headshots.
To be clear though, this forcing headshots mindset is only for improving. Like in this clip, the enemy sniper was better than me, so I did this disgustingly sneaky, fully charged body shot on him. Sometimes you just gotta do him dirty.
Yeah.
One of the first things you learn in competitive TF2 is that it's not worth it to challenge the enemy sniper. In one of the first drafts of the script, I was gonna joke about multiverse theory and how if you challenge a sniper, sure, there's a universe where he straight up misses you, but you really don't want to find out that you're in the universe where he doesn't.
Yeah.
Anyway, some people didn't get the memo and will insist on shooting flare guns at you across the map. It feels fantastic to punish this disrespectful act of hubris. Medics do it too. Look how wide this medic.
But it's so satisfying as a pyro if you can land that flare, honestly. So I can see where they're coming from as the pyro.
It's respectful act of hubris. Medics do it too. Look how wide this medic peeks me just for a crossbow hit.
Ooh.
Was it worth it, man? Was it worth it? Oh shit, cut to the next clip. Quick. I don't know why they even try. I mean, no medic has ever killed me like that. That would be so embarrassing. Now, let us pay our respects to everyone I've ever accidentally killed.
Those are the best, though. Actually, the kills are the best. Especially, I don't know if he's gonna mention this in this section, but especially if you're using the Machina, the accidental kills usually lead into double, maybe triple kills. So, yeah, it's quite good. Okay, what? How did that happen?
For some reason, it's almost always a medic. Here, I was actually going for their sniper, but got the medic and then died to the sniper. Again, here I'm going for the sniper and oops, got the medic, died to the sniper.
Love
never
the medic
guess what happens this time. I go for the sniper and there goes your medic. Why does this keep happening? Am I subconsciously aiming at the medics or something? Maybe. Let me ask you something.
I mean, it's
Have you
always
ever
nice
hit
to
a
aim for the
headshot
medic.
and been like, I don't know about that one, Chief? Well, I have some good evidence between several clips that TF2's interpolation has a bad habit of rewinding hitboxes. Shooting where this pyro's head used to be results in a headshot. This theory also explains why some headshots become body shots as well. I take the shot here, but since Soldier's body was there just a second ago, it registers as a body shot. Don't start using this as an excuse though, because it usually favors the sniper. I mean, to be honest, this one is completely beyond explanation.
Yeah.
Rewinding the hitbox doesn't explain a thing. Maybe I'm completely wrong about all of this. I was gonna do a bit where my sniper.
You see what had happened.
Be honest, this one is.
Actually, I don't know. I thought I was gonna hit like one of these and it exploded, making a critical hit. But yeah, I don't know.
Completely beyond explanation. Rewinding the hitbox doesn't explain a thing.
What the fuck is that?
Maybe I'm completely wrong about all of this. I was gonna do a bit where my sniper would be distraught over all these clips and someone would be like, "What's up, man?" And I'd be like, "What if I've never actually headshot anybody? What if none of this is real, man?" Now, some people complains that I didn't talk about the Huntsman. Look, let me show you the only Huntsman clip you will ever need to see.
And that makes you not want to play the Huntsman?
I stared at his ragdoll for so long that he actually came around again. I put another arrow straight in his head, but apparently that's not good enough anymore. How is this not directly in his giant head? If you ask me, nothing shows off how insanely powerful Sniper is than a good old 180 headshot. In this clip, I was at 22 health, so I decided to retreat. But hey, on the way out, I might as well 180 delete someone.
Ooh.
Is there anything more satisfying than 180 deleting someone? I don't think so. Bonus points if it's in the middle of a conga.
Oh no.
And in this last random clip, I was on a super duper 14 headshot spree when this crazy duo Ubers in just to kill me. I even got lucky enough to crit melee him. I guess they figured out who I was, because when I asked about it, they responded,
"Make another SFM and go away, dweeb."
"Oh, okay, it's like that then."
Wow.
"Oh, okay, well how about you have one of these, and one of these?" You can imagine how good that was. Anyway, I think I've bombarded you all with enough random clips. But you know what else is random? Oh, I think you know.
Oh wow.
Oh my god. Hey, I'm happy to announce that I have a second t-shirt for sale now. There will be a link in the description if you don't already see it below the video. I'd like to give my patrons an extra special thanks this time around because they were super understanding whenever I told them about one of the setbacks mentioned in this video. Thanks to Keegan Henderson, Seokeo, Arrow Sky, Trophy Waifu, Filth, Zeke, Waffle God of Puns, Bite My ASC, Brandon Wendling, JP, Jared Goodroad, Zachary Born King, Matting, Osnake Cummings, Torbjorn Highland, and DDJ Sonic 1991.
I was gonna say, like, did it just stop normally? But Oh, this is a pyro, so let's go back.
Hey everyone, Lazy here. And,
so yeah, it's so.
Hey everyone, Lazy here.
Oh, so, yeah. Anyways, yeah, he didn't get to it. So I don't know when the City Sleeper came out in comparison to the other things. Like, surely it must have came out before this weapon, right? Surely. So I don't know why he does. Maybe because he was more focused on the headshot part of the sniper. I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. Like, for me, the City Sleeper is the favorite weapon to go for a sniper. But I mean, like, everyone has their own playstyle, and that's fair. That's fine. So yeah, this was a really good video. Like, it wasn't just the bloopers and stuff. There was some how do I put it? There was some like insight, and you get to actually, yeah, like I said, behind the scenes. So it's really nice. And I wonder what's gonna happen in the SFM one. Like, are you gonna go into more detail on the SFM, like actually programming it and like directing it? Because he did talk about the scripts in this one for a brief moment. So yeah, I'm not gonna skip though. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, thank you for watching and have a nice day.